All right, that's better. Sorry about that. Welcome everybody. Welcome back to another episode of YouTube, a trading vlog. I am. I apologize if you caught the beginning of the previous stream. I had my mic settings different than before, and it was all kinds of messed up. The sound wasn't working, but I think I fixed it. I have another rig set up for a live conference, virtual live conference that I am a part of for the next few days. So I'm not gonna. My attention isn't really where I need it to be in order to commit to like a full day's worth of trading. So today I just took a bunch of trades. I may have borderline gone a little bit, into the over trading kind of side of things. I did feel myself taking some impulsive trades, which is never really a good sign for me. I don't know if that works for other people, but for most people, I think it actually is a bad sign, and I'm definitely part of that group. So I actually had more losers than winners today. I actually have three losing trades and only two winning trades, but it still actually ends up being a profit of just over 160 bucks. Not really something to really brag about that much. Obviously, I will take any profit over any kind of a loss. That's always good. However, it's not nearly as good of a day as it was yesterday, right? So just to keep that into perspective, I did start off the day losing, and I was like, oh man, today might turn out to be a negative day, and I was a little bit afraid that it was going to end up being a negative day, and I was gonna have to, come online and look kind of stupid and embarrassed about, having lost money on my own YouTube channel. I was just like mentally preparing myself for that, and I guess the trading gods took that as a sign of humility or something like that because I quickly turned around and made up my losses, which is well over like I was down like 160 $170 having taken like three losing trades, right? I started off my day with three losers in a row. And it was very, very discouraging. And I was like, shit, maybe. I don't know if I'm allowed to curse on these things, but whatever. It was one of those things where I was like, shit, I think maybe I should just call it a day. Maybe today's a day I shouldn't have been trading. And I should just focus my attention on this 3 day business conference that I am participating in virtually on a Zoom on a different rig. That's why my mic isn't. It's my sound system, my webcam and stuff is not where it usually is. So I started off the day with three losses, and it's just mentally and emotionally, I'm just like, oh my god, do I stop or do I continue and try to take on another trade? But I know myself, right? And it's very important to, I guess, know where um, where your own tendencies lie. Because for me, if I have a string of losers, I get really deep into this. Not so much these days, but I am susceptible to falling into a revenge trading kind of mindset. I know that this was really this was a big issue for me, I guess. Um, Problem issue, but I don't know. But this was definitely a common behavior of mine when I was playing more video games and I would lose, and I'd be like, no, I have to keep playing until I win, and if you're playing on any kind of ranked system where you have points and stuff like that, and the losing not only compounds in terms of the loss of ranking and loss of points, but also mentally and emotionally, which definitely affects your like the performance of my next game. And even if I win after a string of losses, that win doesn't actually feel like a celebration. It feels like I deserved it. And so I can't even really say that like emotionally the risk reward is even really there, right? And so that's knowing that I've gotten a lot better at it. No one's immune to revenge trading. I think revenge investing or revenge trading has been a kind of a theme for my entire family. If you have followed me for any period of time, you guys already know that part of my backstory is that my family came to this country as millionaires and then basically pissed it all away, and they're basically retired broke now. And that's largely in part to revenge investing. They attempted a lot of investing in businesses and real estate, not at all in the financial markets, but same emotional bias applies. They were big time into emotional, or rather, they were big time into revenge trading. If this restaurant failed, I must go twice as big next time in order to make up for this one that just went under. And it's very, very easy to do that. Apparently, I have that kind of predisposition. Mentally, we adopt a lot of the personality traits of our family, and I know that I have that. Knowing that, the three losses this morning was a big, big red flag for me. I was like, uh oh, what do I do? Like if it was me around this time last year, I would have definitely been like, all right, that's it. I gotta hit a home run. Let's go for broke, right? Literally, I would have gone for broke. And very rarely do those types of trades ever really pan out. So, um, thankfully, I stuck to my guns, and I'm following people that I'm part of a trading community that is very supportive, and that is someone that I respect, and he really keeps a level head. He's more technical, as opposed to some of the other people that I've followed who have a little bit more of they trade a little bit more on instinct and feel, and just like kind of let uh, their level of mastery just kind of guide them. They trade a little bit unconsciously sometimes because they're so good, they can afford it. That's not really a good fit for a teacher for me, so I'm really glad I'm following this new teacher. Very technical, explains everything mathematically, and that I think that's really working for me. As you can tell by the past several vlogs that I've done, pretty much every day has been in profit, and I'm just gonna knock on wood here, and hopefully that streak continues. Right? Today I thought it was going to end, but it ended up being a pleasant surprise. So that's enough ranting. Let's get right into the trades here. Let's talk about the first trade that I took, which was right here on the S&P, and it was definitely a loss. And it was a loss that I was like, why did I do this? It was like I feel like that's a common thing for not only myself but a lot of traders, is just like once you're in it, you're like, man, that was a stupid entry. And then once you get stopped out, I was like, man, that was bad. That was just a bad idea. Um, and it happens right around this era. So like, let's take a look, zoom out for a second. Right around, starting from midnight, I would say. So right around right here is where we start. This is June 20. No, this is not midnight. That's yesterday in the morning. So the market did drop down yesterday, and then it was chopping all day throughout the afternoon, as you can tell from 11:45 to right in the afternoon till now. Literally, the past 24 hours has just been chopping around back and forth. Really annoying, tough to trade. Um, but so yeah, this arrow yesterday is a trade I took yesterday, so that doesn't count. Chopping back and forth. This is a time where I didn't catch them all, like it's Pokemon or something. But I did catch. I did catch the big quarter, or the small quarter here, right? 25 points. There's a lot of opportunity for small quarters here. And I caught the one. I just caught the first one, and I stopped kind of paying attention to it because I had a busy day yesterday. I have a busy day today, and for the next 3 days. So I'm not gonna be around to watch the momentum in the RSI and the price action on the entry as it approaches. I guess I could have done a set and forget in retrospect, and taken some of these bounces. Um, but I didn't. Today I decided I wanted to take the breakout trade, which was probably a stupid idea, given the kind of ranging choppiness. A breakout trade is much better done when there's a trend that you can hop on. That's a lot better. And so I knew that it was not only that, it was like a big fat giant candle, a lot of risk in this range here. Um, and I just didn't have a good feeling about it, but I took a shot. Where did I get? I got stopped out almost immediately. It was really dumb. It was like yeah. So I took a shot um, down here to buy it, and then I got stopped out. Or rather, no, I took a shot to sell it, and then I also got stopped out over here. Um, that was a losing trade. All my trades on the S&P were losses, by the way. So like the S&P trading this mess right here. Yes, I guess I could have taken, a small quarter from 25 to 50. That would have actually worked out. I could have taken it, from the 50 back down as it was hitting this. It came in really strong. There's enough of there's a nice little zone over here for me to take it down. There's a lot of reasons. There's like divergence here on the 3 minute chart, right? There's a lot of reasons to have taken this down, but I wasn't paying attention at that time. This is one of those things that you would kind of need to be there as it's approaching to really feel the confidence. At least for me, anyway. I need to feel the confidence. Otherwise, it stresses me out and makes me do stupid stuff. So, like in retrospect, I had in the indicators, right? There's definitely like the divergence here. It was at a good zone where there was like unfilled orders. That was very. I would have taken. It would have been a very confident trade for me to scrape 25 points right from here to here. Um, I might have felt the same way because you see divergence again from actually technically I guess not really divergence from here to here. Um, Although I don't know. So you did get divergence from here to here, and but if I took that, I would have gotten faked. I think that's what happened here. I got faked out. No, no, this was just the opening trade. Anyway, it was just a lot of losses. I don't want to dwell on the losses too much. I have two losing trades on the S&P. Um, and where else did I have a loss? I think I had a loss on the Dow. I know I had three losses, and it kind of pissed me off. I think it was in indexes, maybe not. But I was the winners that I took. It must have been three losses straight up in the S&P. And again, it really the summary of those losses is just look how choppy it is. Trying to catch any kind of movement here. I mean, in hindsight, you're like, yeah, you should have, would have, could have just taken this. And then taking 30 points. It's easy to say. Um, it's hard to execute in the spot on the spot as the price is moving, especially when it's chopping up this much. It really kind of messes with my confidence. Um, anyway, where did my winners come from? My winners came from the New Zealand dollar. This was a little bit of a scary ride for me because this is a really, I think it was a 5 minute trade that I took. This is a really expensive contract. It's a really expensive currency pair. So every tick is worth $10 because this is just a full contract. It's not a mini or anything. And so I took it from. It was a trade idea, and I was taking on a lot of risk. But I did. Oh, by the way, I did increase my trading account size to over $5,000, so I'm able to actually take safely $100 risk per trade. So I was okay. This was a little bit over $100. It was closer to like $130. So I was like, all right. So you were talking like 2.25 risk ish per trade. I'm like, I don't know. It's a little bit beyond my comfort zone, but I'm confident in who's issuing the trade idea, and I'm confident in their explaining why they wanted to take this short. So I took it, and it was it was very slow in the beginning, but then it hit my target. No, it didn't hit my target. I think my target was all the way down here somewhere, but it did stop me out on in profit. So once it approaches, once it gets halfway to target, the strategy is to go to a higher time frame, basically where you multiply your your entry time frame by either 4, 5, or 6, whichever makes the most sense. So off a 5-minute time frame, the most common time frame above that is 30-minute time frame. And so on the 30-minute time frame, if it hit the essentially basically for me, if it hits the yellow line, that's my trailing stop. And I had to keep manually moving it every 30 minutes because I haven't found a way to dynamically um, exit trades based off of an indicator in TradingView, which is what I'm using right now. So that is something that I don't know how to do, or I don't even know if you are able to do that. But anyway, I got in the trade here, and then I got out of the trade right here because it had bounced. It had gone back up to the probably the 464.23 area is where I got stopped out because that's when it crossed the yellow line after having dropped down. So could I have taken profit, down here? Yes, that would have gotten me a couple of hundred extra dollars, for sure. But that's not where, like, I didn't know the price was going to come back up, right? I was thankful to just book profits, um, at at the halfway point because my original target was closer to the bottom of this move. It was close. It was down here somewhere, 10 or something like that. And then it didn't get there. And even if I held it, it would have still not really have gone there. And now it's showing some the downward trend is showing a little bit of weakness, and not exactly a bull trend either because of where the RSI is at, but it's just kind of sideways now. So mentally and emotionally, could I have stayed in this and I would have been in pretty much the same position, maybe a little bit better than when I actually got out of the trade? Yes, absolutely. I could have probably even gotten back in the trade here, but again, that's not the kind of day I'm having today. I have my attention is elsewhere today, and so I cannot really. I have to. I'm okay with with $160 in profit today, and I'm basically done for the day. That's why I'm coming at you at like even before 3 p.m., which is a lot earlier. Market is still open, regular trading hours, all that good stuff, but I'm done for the day because I am on a virtual conference, and just thought I'd hop on during the lunch break that they have here. And I already ate, so it was like, okay, this is a good time to hop on and do a little vlog video for a few minutes. And so I remembered where my other loss was. I think I took the British pound. Was that yesterday or today? No, that was yesterday. That was the loss yesterday. Anyway, I also took my other winner. I guess like my big winner that made me break even right away was the natural gas trade. On every Thursday we get natural gas inventories, and based on that news, it's at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. And based on that news, I can do a similar kind of breakout trade that I can do daily on the indexes that because the market opens at 9:30. That has not been working for me the past couple of days because it's just been so choppy. But natural gas, you'll see, just like you'll see that like the past couple of days, the S&P index has just been really nasty and choppy, and it's just loss. I have like 4 losses in this range in the past 2 days. It's annoying, right? And they're small losses and they're tolerable, but still losses. I don't who likes losses, but it's kind of you can't really like what do you expect in this kind of choppy, ugly environment. So I'm a kind of trader that likes jumping on trends, and I think that's a really popular, common way to trade because it's well, once you can accurately and reliably identify trends, it's just a matter of hopping on and being able to stay in. And this is a nice little trend that we've had going for the past 2 days here. This nice downward trend. The numbers were worse than normal, and so that's great. That accentuates and strengthens the trend. So we jumped on, and I even screwed this up. I had a typo where I screwed up big time, and I sold myself short because I entered at let me go down real small. Yeah, 3 minutes is small enough. I entered at where did I enter? Come on. Ah, right here. It's the arrow is hiding from me. So I entered at I meant to enter at 50 like 159, but I fat fingered it and I entered at 158. And here it might not seem like a lot. It's only one penny. It's like a penny, or rather it's 10 ticks, right? It's 10 ticks, but each tick is $10, right? So this is $100. A typo cost me $100. And so when I entered, I was like, wait a minute, I didn't enter. I didn't like the news broke. This was the 10:30 candle, as you can tell. The news broke. 10:30 candle. It shot down. It hit my entry, and I was like, wait a minute. Why do I have so little? And then it came retraced a little bit, and I was like, wait a minute. Why am I seeing a negative number, right? With across these blue candles. I was like, wait a minute. Why am I seeing a negative number? And then I realized, oh my God, I typed in the wrong number. And so I had a choice to make, right? I was already pissed off because I had a bunch of losses. And I make a typo on a trade that it's like should technically work. If it was me like last year or so, I might have actually just cut everything because it didn't go perfect, right? And maybe I would have tried to get back in or something. But what I'm practicing is sticking to my guns and just dealing with the stress that comes with watching a trade go against you and like not messing with it, just sitting on your hands and letting trusting the process. Like you're this Philadelphia 76ers or something. Trust the process. Trust the process. Any NBA fans out there would understand what I mean by that joke. Um, and then I took it. I took profit down here. Again, today is one of those days where I sold myself a little short here. Obviously, there was a second contract that was targeting something closer to down here. I don't remember, but I didn't take the second contract. I will from now on because I just deposited more money. I have the margin to be able to take multiple contracts now. I'm sick of, selling myself short by not having not getting enough like not participating enough because I don't have enough money in the account. It's not like I don't have money in general. I just told myself I wanted to start small and learn on a small account. And what I'm learning is that there's there's opportunity being missed big time by only being able to take one contract at a time. It's actually less risky to take more than one contract at a time, and I'm totally in now. And so it's like a new level of risk and risk management that I need to take on going forward because I'll be taking on double the amount of contracts than I'm used to. So it's a new level of the emotional game that I need to incorporate. And this would have been a great re-entry here. Jesus. But it's okay. You know what? I'm working on other stuff for my business, and I'm okay not participating in this, and getting ready for the day tomorrow before I have to sign into this business conference again. So that's the life of having a business, and maybe you guys have a job or something. That's the nature of having a job or doing something else for income in addition to day trading or swing trading. So that's it for today. I actually, and I feel like I say this a lot, but I definitely sold myself short by not taking a second contract and taking a bigger profit somewhere down here. But it's okay. I will do that from now on. I have the capital to do it. It's in my account, ready to go. Maybe not this week though. Tomorrow is already Friday. Yeah, tomorrow's already Friday. It's already the end of the week. Um, and I have a full day on Friday and Saturday for this virtual business conference on Zoom. So, um, Probably next week is when you'll get to see me take multiple contracts at a time. It'll be a new level of, like emotional stress, mental stress if they start to go against me, and then I'll be vlogging more about that as well. Other than that, that's it really for today's video. Five trades, 3 losses, 2 wins, still in profit. Still won profited 160 something dollars today. Don't remember the exact amount. That's not important. Important is that I was able to stick to the process despite the stressful beginning. How I started the day with 3 losses, and it was really like, oh my god, there's a lot of chitter chatter and negative chitter chatter going on in my head with after that third loss, and I'm like, oh my god, do I even want to take a fourth trade? Am I being stupid? Am I being a revenge trader right now? But those last 2 trades weren't necessarily my idea. They were trading ideas from my teacher who I was following this morning. So it's just an act of faith that they are that he is better than I am. That that the whole organization it knows what they're doing, and so I took those trades. So I really gotta give it up to him and thank him for showing me that this natural gas trade and the New Zealand dollar trade, even though they were a little bit outside my risk comfort zone. Um, and I could have easily given in to my fear and not taken the trade, but it was an act of courage and confidence and faith in my mentor to jump in, and it really ended up making a negative $150 day into a positive $160 day, over a $300 swing in one day, and so he really saved my ass. I really really appreciate that, and I'm forever grateful. Loyal follower. He's made a loyal follower out of me. Um, so that's it for today's video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button to see more daily trading vlogs like this. And I'll see you tomorrow for another video from YouTube. Take care, everyone.